Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Deep Dive. It is great to have you with us today.
It's great to be here. And, today we're doing something a little bit different.
Yeah, that's right.
Usually we're diving deep into complex technology or history.
Exactly. But today we're going deep into something that literally everybody does. It's a universal human experience. We are talking about eating.
Well, specifically, we're talking about the mission to get the food.
Yes.
We're talking about the supermarket, the grocery store.
You know, it's funny. When you're in your own country, going to the store it's easy. You don't even think about it.
Not at all.
You just walk in, grab your food, and leave.
Exactly. But if you're learning English or, if you've just moved to a new country, the supermarket can be a very scary place.
Oh, absolutely. It's sensory overload.
Mm-hmm.
The stores are huge. There are bright lights. There are thousands of different items on the shelves. And people moving everywhere.
And the most stressful part, sometimes you can't find what you want. And that means you have to speak to a stranger. You have to ask for help in English.
That's the moment. That's when your heart starts beating fast. You worry about making a mistake or looking foolish.
So that is our mission for this deep dive. We want to take that fear away. We want to help you survive and, thrive on your next grocery run.
We're going to be your guides. We are going to walk through the store with you step by step.
We have three main goals today. First, we'll master the essential vocabulary so you can find food quickly.
Okay.
Second, we're going to look at the signs in the store, help you read the environment.
And third,
And this is very important, we're going to do a role play. We will practice exactly what to say to a worker so you can be polite and clear.
and just a quick note for everyone listening, because this is a language guide, we're going to speak a little slower than we usually do today.
That's right. We want to make sure you catch every single syllable. Crystal clear.
So if you're ready, let's grab a shopping cart and head inside.
Let's do it.
Okay, so imagine we've just walked through those automatic doors. We're inside the store. What's the first thing we usually see?
In almost every supermarket, the first section you walk into is just full of colors. You see green, red, yellow. This is where the fresh food lives.
Right, the apples, the bananas, the lettuce, the carrots. But we don't just call it fruits and vegetables. There's a specific word for this section, isn't there?
There is. The word is produce.
Produce. Okay, let's unpack this word because I know it can be tricky.
It can be. So the definition of produce is just fresh fruits and vegetables. If it grew from the ground, it's produce.
Now, I have to stop you there because I know some listeners might be confused. They might know the verb to produce, like a factory produces cars.
This is a crucial distinction. It's the
Well-
same spelling, but the pronunciation is different.
Okay, so let's listen very closely. How do we say the noun, the food?
For the food, the stress is on the first part of the word. Listen. P-O-O-Do's.
Produce.
P-O-Do's.
Yes.
Okay. And what about the verb? If you make something, you produce it. The stress is at the end. But in the grocery store, we only want P-R-O-Do's.
That is a great tip. Stress the beginning. Produce. So why is this section always at the front? Is that just random?
Oh, it is not random at all. Supermarkets are designed very, very carefully. They put the produce at the front because it smells good and it looks fresh.
It makes you feel healthy right when you walk in.
Exactly. If you put healthy apples in your basket first, you feel good about yourself. So later when you see the cookies or the chips, you might think,
Well, I already bought apples, so I can have a little treat.
you got it. It's a psychological trick.
That is fascinating.
So remember, apples and bananas are found in the produce section.
Okay, so we have our fruit. We're leaving the produce section. Now we're walking into the middle of the store. There are these long, long rows of shelves. What do we call those rows?
This is our second key word. The word is aisle.
Aisle.
Well,
Now, this is one of the trickiest words in the English language to spell.
it really is. When you hear it, it just sounds like I.
Right, like the I on your face plus the letter L, I-L-L.
Yep. But if you look at the sign in the store, it looks completely different.
Can you spell it for us?
Yes. Get your pens ready. It is spelled A-I-S-L-E.
A-I-S-L-E. Wait, there's an S in there.
That's the trick. The S is completely silent. We do not say aisle, we just say aisle.
English spelling is so strange sometimes. So the definition is the long walkway between the shelves.
Correct. You walk down the aisle to find your food.
No, I've heard that people often mix this up with another word that sounds exactly the same.
Yes, there is a homophone. A homophone is a word that sounds the same but has a different meaning. The other word is aisle, spelled I-S-L-E.
And what is an I-S-L-E?
That is a small island. a piece of land in the middle of the ocean.
Okay, so we're not shopping on an island, we're shopping in a building.
Exactly. Unless you are on a very strange vacation, you are in a store. So remember the spelling with the A, A-I-S-L-E.
Can you give us a sentence to help lock this in?
Sure. The cereal is in aisle 5.
Excuse me, where is the cereal? It is in aisle 5. That is perfect. Okay, let's keep moving. We're walking down the aisle. We need something for breakfast. We need milk.
Ah, yes. Milk, cheese, yogurt. These all belong to a very specific category.
This is our third word, dairy.
Dairy.
So what exactly is dairy? What's in that group?
The definition of dairy is foods made from milk.
Okay, so obviously milk is there. Cheese is made from milk. Yogurt, also from milk.
Butter is also dairy. But there is one item you will almost always find here that is not made of milk.
Let me guess. Is it eggs?
It is eggs.
Hmm.
Biologically, eggs are not dairy. They come from chickens, not cows. But in the supermarket, they are always in the dairy fridge.
That makes sense. They both need to be kept cold.
Exactly.
Now, thinking about our map of the store, we found the produce at the front. Where do we usually find the dairy?
This is another one of those store layout tricks. The dairy section is almost always at the very back of the store.
Why do they do that? Milk is heavy. I don't want to carry it all through the whole store.
That is exactly why they do it. Most people need milk. It's a staple item. By putting the milk at the back, the store forces you to walk past all the other aisles.
They force me to walk past the cookies and the soda and the chips.
Precisely. They hope you'll see something else and buy it.
They're very smart.
They are. So if you just need milk, you have to prepare for a long walk.
Okay, good to know.
The milk is in the dairy fridge at the back.
Okay, so we have our apples from produce. We walked down the aisle. We grabbed our milk from dairy. Our cart is full. We are ready to leave.
Now we have to pay. This brings us to the final part of the shopping trip, the checkout.
This is often the most nervous part for English learners because you actually have to talk to someone.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we call the person working at the register?
That person is the cashier.
Cashier, let's define that.
The cashier is the person who scans your food and takes your money.
Simple enough. Okay, so I say hello to the cashier, I pay for my food, and then they hand me a small piece of paper.
This is our final vocabulary word. And just like aisle, the spelling is very, very difficult.
Okay, the word is receipt.
Receipt.
When I listen to that word, I hear receipt, like I am sitting down again, receipt. But I have a feeling that's not how it's spelled.
You are correct. It is spelled R-E-C-E-I-P-T.
R-E-C-E-I-P-T. There is a P in there.
Yes, there's a P. But it's a silent P. You do not say receipt, you just say receipt.
That is wild. English loves silent letters. First the silent S in aisle, now the silent P in receipt.
It definitely keeps you on your toes.
So why is the receipt important? I mean, sometimes I just want to throw it away immediately.
You should be careful. The definition is, the paper given after paying that shows the prices.
Okay, but once I've paid, why do I need it?
Well, imagine you get home and you open your milk, and you realize the milk smells bad. It's old.
Oh, that's the worst feeling.
If you want to get your money back, you need to prove you bought it. So here's the example sentence. You need to keep your receipt in case you need to return the milk.
That is very good advice. Always keep the receipt.
Okay, so those are our 5 key words. Let's just review them really quickly.
We have produce, which is fresh fruit. We have aisle, the walkway.
Then dairy, milk and cheese.
Uh-huh.
Cashier, the person.
And receipt, the paper.
Perfect. Now that we have the vocabulary, we need to use it. Knowing the words is good, but putting them into a sentence is better.
That is right. It is time for our role play.
This is where we bring it all to life. We are going to act out a scene between a customer and a worker.
I will play the part of Leo. Leo is a customer. He's standing in the middle of this big store. He's lost. He is looking around.
And I will play the part of Sarah. Sarah works at the store. She is stocking shelves.
Okay, so listen closely to the questions I ask and listen to the directions Sarah gives. I'm taking a deep breath. I'm walking up to Sarah. Here we go. Host speaker, as Leo. Excuse me, do you work here? Expert speaker, as Sarah. Yes, I do. How can I help you? Host speaker, as Leo. I'm looking for the milk. I cannot find it. Expert speaker, as Sarah. No problem. The milk is in the dairy section. It is at the back of the store. Host speaker, as Leo. Thank you. Also, where is the rice? Expert speaker, as Sarah. Rice is in aisle 4 next to the pasta. Host speaker, as Leo. Great. One last question. Do you have any fresh bananas? Expert speaker, as Sarah. Yes, they are in the produce section near the entrance. Host speaker, as Leah. Perfect. Thank you for your help. Expert speaker, as Sarah. You're welcome. Have a nice day. Returning to normal voice or a scene. That was a successful shopping trip.
It was. You got everything you needed. Let's break down exactly what happened there.
So first I needed milk. I used the phrase, I am looking for.
That is a great phrase. I am looking for the milk. And Sarah gave you a specific direction, the dairy section. And she added a location clue at the back.
Right. So I know I have a long walk ahead of me. Then I asked about rice.
For rice, Sarah gave you a number, aisle 4. But she also gave you a visual clue. She said, next to the pasta.
I love those kinds of clues. Because if I see spaghetti, I know the rice must be close by. It helps me check that I'm in the right place.
Exactly. And finally, you asked for bananas.
Right.
And Sarah sent you to the produce section. She said it was near the entrance.
Which makes perfect sense because we learned produce is always at the front.
You see, it all connects. Once you know the layout, produce at the front, dairy at the back, aisles in the middle, the directions are so much easier to follow.
Now, I want to talk about how I asked those questions. This leads us to our final segment today, politeness and culture.
This is so important. Language is not just words, it is attitude.
In the role play, I said things like, excuse me, and I am looking for. But tell me honestly, what if I just walked up to you and said, I want milk?
Ooh, that makes me cringe a little bit.
Is it wrong? The grammar is okay. Subject, verb, object, I want milk.
Grammatically, it is perfect. But culturally, it's a mistake. In English, specifically in the US and the UK, being that direct can often sound rude.
It sounds a bit demanding.
Yes, it sounds like a king talking to a servant. I want milk. Bring it to me. You do not want to sound like a rude king.
Well, we definitely want to avoid that. So what is the magic formula? How do I sound polite?
You should just banish I want from your vocabulary in stores. Instead, use these two phrases. The first one is, I would like.
I would like. It is much softer. I would like some milk, please.
Much, much better. Or you can turn it into a question. Can I please have? Or even simpler, where can I find?
Excuse me, where can I find the milk? That sounds friendly. It sounds like we're equals, you know?
Exactly. If you are polite, the worker will be happy to help you. If you're rude, well, they might just point you to the wrong aisle.
Huh. Okay, good to know. Now, speaking of rude, there's one more cultural minefield in the supermarket. We have to talk about the lines at the checkout.
Ah, yes, the queue.
Have you ever seen a sign above a checkout lane that says express lane?
Yes. Usually it says something like express lane, 10 items or less.
This sounds simple, but it can cause a lot of stress.
It is a very strict rule. This lane is designed for speed. It's for the person who just wants to buy milk and bread and leave quickly.
Okay, so here's the scenario. I have a big shopping cart.
Yeah.
It is full of food for the whole week, but the regular lines are really, really long. The express lane is empty. Can I use it?
No, absolutely not. Do not do it.
But nobody's there.
It does not matter.
Yeah.
If you roll a full cart into the express lane, you are breaking the social contract.
What will happen? Will people yell at me?
They might not yell, but they will stare at you. They will be angry. It's considered very selfish because you're going to slow down everyone else who followed the rules.
So if I have 20 items, I must go to the regular lane.
Yes. Even if you have 11 items, be careful. People are counting.
That's funny, but it is so true. People take the 10 items rule very seriously. So respect the sign and you will be a great customer. Well, we have navigated the store, found our food, and paid without making anyone angry. I think that is a successful deep dive.
I agree. We have covered a lot of ground today.
Before we let everyone go, let's do a quick recap. Repetition is the key to memory. What were our 5 big words today?
First, we had produce. Fresh fruits and vegetables, remember? PRDs.
Second, aisle. That's the walkway between shelves. Remember the silent S?
Third, dairy. The milk, cheese, and yogurt section, usually at the back of the store.
Fourth, cashier. That's the person you pay.
And fifth, receipt. The paper with the prices. Remember that silent P, receipt.
Perfect.
And don't forget the culture tip. Never say I want. Always say I would like. Or, excuse me, where can I find?
It is perfectly okay to ask for help. In fact, it's the best way to learn.
Definitely.
Now, we usually end with a final thought, something to take with you into the real world. What should our listeners do next time they're shopping?
I have a challenge for you. Next time you walk into a supermarket, I want you to pause just for a second. Don't look at the food. Look up.
Look up at the ceiling.
Look at the signs hanging above the aisles. Every store has them. Try to find the words we learned today. Can you spot the sign that says dairy? Can you see the sign for produce?
I love that. Use your eyes to navigate before you even use your voice.
Exactly. If you can read the store, you don't even need to ask for help. You can see aisle 4 from across the room. and that makes you feel so much more confident.
That is a great tip. The supermarket is a big puzzle, and now you have the pieces to solve it.
Good luck in your next grocery run.
Thanks for listening to the deep dive. Keep practicing, and we will see you next time.